Valuable is a tight end in the red area, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Works the middle of the field. And he motors into the end zone. Touch! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. Into the secondary. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers start this drive firing. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. And that, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Fitted in the window for the score. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Back out there. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pressure coming. Trying to beat the D deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. They just keep firing. He's going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Florida State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Knowles. Turning it on. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fat.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense in press coverage. The snap sets up the throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Huskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, they got the touchdown, and the quarterback also had snot bubbles the size of his fist coming out of his nose after that hit.
Yeah, and you don't want to take too many of those shots. You got the touchdown, but the offensive line, obviously a little bit more protection would be good. But in the end, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Throws for the tight end. All alone as he catches it. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well.
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. money, you just have to make that catch. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. With the catch, it's Tate. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got his man downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ohio State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. That's caught. It's Hansen. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Sweet cut there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run, A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
To the air on first down. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Hard in the backfield, it's Johnson. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Hang on, Swoopy! The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's St. Clair. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. He's looking deep. Pulls it in on the left. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Huskers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Bringing the heat. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles and those guards.
Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. And the fake works if he can get it first. And the tackle was made, but that fake worked to perfection to pick up the first down. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Toss to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. They're going back to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice move to keep running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Raiola. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes his shot. Catch in the middle. It's Peoples. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards. are threatening inside the 40. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate much of boys.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. So after getting into the end zone of that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Raiola. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 30. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskers! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A shot toward the end zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incomplete.
Looking for the end zone. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the right. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. And this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Florida State.
That's a fumble. offense back out there. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Hauls it in. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on third. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's St. Clair. It's complete! They will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
He's looking to pass. He's got it. They convert the two, and they take the lead here in the fourth. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Hunter. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Looking to buy time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the marker is Hansen. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Nebraska.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The line of scrimmage at the 35. That's going to leave the holder at the 42 and a 52-yard attempt for the game. And the field goal unit is on the field. The line of scrimmage at the 35. That's going to leave the holder at the 42 and a 52-yard attempt for the game. Needed a little bit more, and he couldn't quite get it there. It's no good. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.